Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be creating this slide, which is the implementation roadmap in our geometric slide design template in PowerPoint. All right, let's get started. I'm going to start with a new blank slide. So I'm going to come over to new slide and insert a blank slide. Next up, I'm going to right click on this slide and I'm going to change the background color to this orange color. I'm going to go over to, I'm in the home tab, go over to shapes, and I want to use this shape, this arrow pentagon, and I'm just going to click and insert. Increase the height of this so that the height is going to be entire height of our slide. I just removed, so you can go ahead and also remove the outline. Make the width 10, and I'm going to rotate. I'm going to flip horizontal and then just move it so that the tip of this shape is touching the edge, the left edge of our slide. My slide. Now, while you have this selected, just Control D to duplicate. And now I'm going to align this arrow to this one. I'm just select both of them. I use Control A. There are only two items. Just to make sure, align left and then align middle, just to make sure they're both aligned properly. So while you have these two selected, Control D to duplicate. I have these two. So if I go to the selection pane, you see that I have two items selected. So the selection pane, go to shape format, and then you see this option selection pane. I have two of these arrows selected. It's not just one. I can change. Let me just change the fill. Oh, I'm not going to change the fill because I want to do something, and if I change the fill, PowerPoint is not going to allow me to do that. Now you can see that the tip of this arrow is going to be aligned to the midpoint of this one before it. So it's going to look like it's aligned to this edge, but it's at the midpoint. I don't know if that makes sense, but I just want to use Control D to cover in the remaining parts. If I change the color, PowerPoint is not going to be able to do what I want to do next. So Control D, and I'll just keep doing that till I have, let me add one more. So just to make it clear so you can see what's going on, I'm going to select this one here and I'm going to change the fill to something light like this. Skip one. Let me change the color. We're not really worrying about the fill right now because we want to use our merge options and it's going to change the color properly. So we're not really thinking about that right now. So once again, if I select this one and I select this, you see that what we have here is the midpoint of the arrow. So you're aligning the next one coming after it to the midpoint, the center point, the center of the shape essentially. Next up, we're going to need a text box. So I'm going to go over to insert text box and I'm going to grab my text. Now this text is going to be in the description box below, so you can go ahead and copy that. I'm going to copy this text and then I'm going to paste. Select the entire thing. Go over to shape format. I want the width of this text to be 25.75 and then change the alignment. Let's go over to the home tab, change the alignment to center. Now I'm going to select this title. I'm going to change the font of just the title to Montserrat extra bold like this, and then the size is going to be 44. I want to remove this extra line. For me, there's an extra line. I'm going to remove it. Come over here so that your cursor is going to be on the edge 1, 2, and then add 2 line spaces. I want it to be the same size where the empty line space is Montserrat extra bold and the size is 44. Select this remaining text. We are going to change it to Montserrat medium. So I'm just going to find it. We're going to use Montserrat medium and size is going to be 22. We're also going to go over to line spacing, and we are going to make it 1.5. I'm just going to grab this and then bring it to the center. It may be difficult to just do, so I'm just going to use the align options and then align center, align again, align middle. I'm going to increase, let me just increase the size of this text to, let me make it 24. Yeah, 24 looks much better. All right, so this text, I'm just going to go back to shape formats, align center, align middle. I'm just going to realign it once again. Now we're going to select this text box and we are going to duplicate it again. So I have one. Take note of, let's say you want to do it by yourself and you want to create this effect again. All you need to do is take note of how many shapes are behind it and how many shapes are overlapping with this text. So for me, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to need a total of 6 copies of this text box. If it was overlapping with this one, I would also duplicate it, but I only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to select this text box, Control D. While you're selected on this new one, we've already aligned your previous one. So align center and then align middle. Use Ctrl D because when I duplicate again, it's going to be in the same position. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. So I just clicked Ctrl D 4 times. And if you look on the selection pane, you see that I have 6 of these text boxes. And that is what we want. So for the next part, this is what we're going to do. Select this arrow shape. Select one of the text boxes next. Go over to shape format. In the merge options, subtract. Go over to the next arrow. Select a text box. Once again, subtract. Next arrow, select a text box. Subtract. Select this, subtract, this, select text box, subtract, and then finally the last arrow, select text box, and then I'm going to subtract. Now let's come over here. You see that in between you're almost like you have arrow freeform shape, arrow freeform shape. This freeform shape, it was originally an arrow, maybe arrow pentagon 2, that since we've now used the merge options, it has changed it to freeform. So what that tells me is that this one underneath and this one are 2 items. So if I click on them, you're seeing that nothing is really changing. So select the arrow underneath. So this arrow pentagon underneath. And what you want to do is change the color to yellow. So go over to shape fill and I'm going to change the color, not yellow, sorry, the orange color. Select the freeform shape and then we are going to change the fill to black. Arrow, change the arrow fill to this one. I believe, no, it's supposed to be black because we want to alternate the color. So this one is going to be black and then this one is going to be orange. This one, this time, it's going to be orange and then the shape above it is going to be black. This one, the fill for the arrow is going to be black. Freeform shape is going to be orange. Select this one. The background is going to be, the arrow is going to be orange. And then the freeform shape is going to be black. Same with this one. Change the arrow first to black. Freeform shape is going to be orange. Now for this one, we can just delete this one since we don't need it. Select this and just change, go over to shape formats, fill, change the color to black. And yeah, with that, we have actually created this effect. Now for the transition, you could just use the normal transition we'll be using, which is the one that comes in, the push, or you could use the what are they calling, morph transition. Let's just use the morph transition to create an interesting effect for it to look like these arrows are coming in from the right, from the right, and then we'll just add our other transition. So select this what are you calling it, this slide, Control D to duplicate. Select the one on top and then go over to transitions. We are going to use push, and over in effect options, we're going to use from right. We're going to increase the duration to 2. I'm going to zoom out, and then I'm going to select all of these, well, this first arrow, and these are going to all be called, oops, freeform shapes. So I'm just going to select all of them, and I'm just going to move them out like this. So once it's out of frame, you can deselect the first one, move the rest, deselect the next one, move the rest, deselect this one, and then I'm just going to keep doing that till I get to, I believe there's 2 more, so I'm just going to, all right, this is what we have. Let's go back to the slide underneath. We're going to go over to, yeah, we're already in transitions. Use the morph transition, and I'm going to increase the duration to 3.75. Let's go back to the slide on top, and then now we can go ahead and check out our slide in the slideshow view. So I'm just going to click, and we are going to have this, and then I'm just going to use my arrow key to bring in the other slides, and this is what it's going to look like. So it has this kind of interesting effect. So once again, hopefully this wasn't too confusing. Maybe in the future in my channel I'll do a simpler version of this where I'm only going to use 2 items or 2 shapes, so it doesn't get too confusing. But anyway, that is it for this slide in geometric shapes slide design template in PowerPoint. If you enjoyed the video and you want to watch the other videos in this series where I create all of the other slides in this PowerPoint template, you can go ahead and check the description box below to get the links to the videos or the course playlist, or you could click on the video on screen right now, or you could check out the playlist that will also be on screen right now to watch the entire course. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.